We're going live? We're going to watch his boy playing at the side of the scrum. Bruno's in grade 9, playing up in age group. There's a number of younger boys playing on this side, and it's just a testament to their athletic ability to be able to play up an age group. I guess in particular we have on that front, he's a large boy, but he's only in grade 8. We have Dylan Tygeson, who is playing in the back row as well, who's a big boy playing in a Colt A Island semifinal, which is fantastic for him and his family. Game just about to kick off here. Shawnigan will be kicking left to right to start the game. Kicking short to the forwards, and the ball was tipped back by the Oak Bay forward, and the Oak Bay forward driven back in the tackle by Rowan Zinkin, and Oak Bay playing the ball back to a runner. Rowan Zinkin making the second tackle in a row consecutively. He is a defensive workhorse. Oh, ball intercepted there, and try scored by Craig Mitchell-Herman. That comes from great pressure defense. And that, you know, it's, as I said, it's a factor of pressure defense there. But what happened is the attacking side was a little bit on the back foot, so they weren't going forward, which allowed the defense the advantage of coming forward onto the ball as opposed to the defense. And Oak Bay were playing a bit deep to a static runner, which allowed Craig to get the jump on that and get in front of the opposition who was standing waiting for the pass, and Craig intercepted and went about 20 meters to score the try. Conversion by Tommy Morrissey is good, taking the score to 7-0 for Shawnigan. Great way to start the game. Now comes one of the most important parts of rugby and how they react after they're scored, and it's very important for the Shawnigan boys here to be secure on the restart, getting a clean take on the catch, getting numbers to the ball and support. So they've kicked short, Oak Bay, and Shawnigan does a poor job of allowing that ball to bounce and not attacking the ball. A lot of teams don't realize the importance of the restart. And it's another set piece like the scrum and the line-out. You have to put the time in and ensure that everybody knows their roles and responsibilities, how to get to that ball. Shawnigan line-out as the ball wasn't touched by Oak Bay. Not very clean. It was tapped back by the Shawnigan jumper, and Oak Bay spill forward onto the ball. See what they can do here on attack. Playing right to left. They have a bit of a hit up in the midfield. Solid tackle, and they've maintained possession going forward here, playing around the corner with their number 8. Good tackle by outside center Saya Tanaka Campbell. Oak Bay putting together the phases here inside the Shawnigan 22, and the penalty against Shawnigan. Quick tap by Oak Bay by the number 7, who's tapped and gone. Maybe a little bit isolated there, but I think the support's going to get there. Playing off to the right to the number 8 again, who is gang tackled there. Another penalty off your feet at the breakdown by the Shawnigan, and a quick tap by the same number 7 here, who's driven the ball forward about 3 meters short of the try line, and they've played it by they're looking like they might score, and they do. Oak Bay respond well with a nice try to make the score 7-5. Conversion to follow for Oak Bay. And really, you know, that all comes from a poor restart situation where the Shawnigan forwards were not able to secure possession off the kick. And then had a line out, and again, a little bit sloppy in their line-out play. The ball was tapped back, which any halfback will tell you is not the kind of ball that they want. They want that ball caught with 2 hands cleanly, brought down, securing, locking in those defenders so that the halfback has a bit of time to get the pass away. So we'll see what the Oak Bay kicker can do here. Right-footed kicker, the inside center, and he's hooked it to the left of the near upright, so the score remains 7-5. in favor of Shawnigan Lake. Now it'll be the same test for the Oak Bay forwards here, how they respond on the restart here, and hopefully Shawnigan can put some pressure on the catcher here. Two things important here is we need a bit of air under the ball so that the chasers can pressure the kicker, and then we need some aggression getting after the ball. Tommy Morrissey with the restart. A little bit deep. And the ball bouncing with a touch, and that'll be a Shawnigan line out. In fact, the ball was knocked on the catch to a man standing in an offside position. So that'll be a penalty to Shawnigan. Mark will be where the infraction happened. They're going to tap and run. Owen Plater to Jordan Dixon, who's a strong runner, but he's running right across the field, cutting off all of his support players. It looks like he may score due to some poor defense, but that is, he has, I think, gone into touch. No try given. It's a 5-meter scrum for Oak Bay. That is very poor by Jordan Dixon, who did great to individual effort to get around the outside corner and score the try. No, the referee's reversed his call, and he's going to call a 22-meter dropout here, which is the correct call. I wasn't going to help him out there. And Shawnigan need to get on the ball. The ball only needs to cross the 2-bet here. Ball, Oak Bay boy's a little bit naive himself. He's just going to tap it over and go. Ball never crossed the line. Referee missed the call there. And again, the referee a little bit naive in the laws of the game. That's not a drop kick when you do that. As well, the ball never actually crossed the line of play. So it's an attacking scrum for Shawnigan here. Midfield of the 22-meter line, a great spot to run an attacking first phase attacking move. You know, you have to score those points when they're there. You know, you can think back recently, anybody who is a big rugby fan would have watched some of the European Championships games here and how Ulster blew a chance to beat Leinster, where the winger dropped the ball in the in-goal area as well by not being secure here. But here we go. A great response by the Shawnigan Lake team to score a first phase try off that midfield scrum. And that was scored by fullback Owen Wheatley. Well done to Owen, and that'll take the score to 12-5. Only about 7 minutes in here. Guests from around the world of the game here. Randy Hewitt here from Hong Kong to support his son, who's playing at inside center. Scores 12-5 right now after that try, and conversion to follow from Tommy Morrissey. Hopefully we have a bit of leadership here in the forwards, and Coach Monroe going out there good to just remind everybody of what's key here, and that's getting numbers to the ball on the restart. Tommy, a left-footed kicker here. Looking like a young Johnny Wilkinson with his approach. And it's a nice nudge, just not quite enough leg. But it was on target, which is good skill. The strength and power will come with a bit of time. Remember, this is Colts under 16 rugby, and he's a very skilled young man for this age group and talented player. Here we go. So it's going to be an Oak Bay restart with a drop kick. They're kicking to their forwards on the right-hand side here, and that should be caught, taken by Dylan Thigason, which was great. He has taken the ball forward. We've got numbers to the ball, which is fantastic here to hold on to possession. Much better job off this kickoff. One player clears it off to Tommy Morrissey, who shifts it on to Sam Hewitt, who steps, used to defend. No, that's Jordan Dixon, who was playing outside of 10. The tight head prop, who's a very athletic tight head prop. He's presented the ball. Oak Bay drifting a little bit close to being offside here. No touch judges to help out with that, or assistant referees. I think they were up a little bit fast. Choke tackle being attempted here, but the runner's knees are on the ground, so the tackler must release. That was a man was standing offside who picked up the ball, and unfortunately, that was missed. Again, referees can only call what they see, and in many cases here, those might be things that would be picked up by an assistant referee on the touchline, on either touchline. As the higher levels you get, obviously the more available referees are to help out with those kinds of things. Okay, it's going to be a midfield scrum here for Shawnigan, just outside of their 22. So if they pass the ball back inside the 22, they may not go directly to touch. The ball would come all the way back for a line-out where the ball was kicked from. Versus if this scrum was inside the 22 and the ball was cleared to touch, the line-out would be up where the ball crossed the line further up the field, gaining territory. Pick and drive from the base of the scrum from Emilio Sanchez. Grade 9 boy playing number 8. He was a very athletic young man. Another pick and go here. However, the Oak Bay, he was a little bit isolated, and the Oak Bay defender was able to get his hands on the ball, and a not release call was given to the Oak Bay team. Good defense by Oak Bay, and a nice kick for touch there, giving an attacking line out only 5 meters from the Shawnigan try line. So we'll see what Shawnigan does on defense here. Oak Bay will probably be looking to have a drive on here, but they need to win the ball first. Let's hopefully get a jumper in front of the ball and steal possession. They're going to go to the front, it looks like. That was not well done by Shawnigan. Just straight up. You need to get in front of the man. Pick and go to the short side, and he's gone. He's been barreled into touch. So that assistant touch judge there is a Shawnigan staff member who's played rugby at a high level, knows that the ball actually comes back out to the 5-meter line. It'll now be a Shawnigan line out. If you're going to roll out of those driving lineouts, you do not want to go to the short side there with less than with that small space. That's a great line out. An unfortunate mishap there off the line out. Great line out throw to the tail of the line out. Good lift, good catch. And unfortunately, the ball was knocked on by the halfback as the ball was played off the top. Again, this is under 16 rugby, and those kinds of mistakes will happen. It's always easy to second guess some of these decisions, but can't hear myself. It's always easy to pick off the back of the scrum, and Oak Bay have held on to possession here and have cleared it to the back line here. And nice tackle from the Shawnigan fullback, Owen Wheatley, and again, good defense by the Shawnigan there for an attempted steal to tackle. The man was isolated. So they regain possession, and here they go. They're going to tap and go from inside their 22. Jordan Dixon hits it up again, but he's a bit isolated again, so hopefully they can get – they've only got one man over the ball, and they've lost possession again. They got lucky to get the ball back there. Sarah Tanaka Campbell with a step. Tommy with a nice offload. Jackson to Owen in the wide channel here in the 5-meter channel. He's got support on the inside. What an athletic move by Owen Wheatley to do a spinorama at full speed and sprint the remaining 25 meters to score a brilliant individual try. That was amazing athletic ability by Owen Wheatley to do a full 360-degree spin out of the tackle and not losing any of his speed in the process. Getting back to the initial problem, though, the Shawnigan forwards need to do a better job of getting to the ball carrier and securing possession at the tackle. We only had one man in support there, and he did his job. He was over the top, but there were 3 Oak Bay defenders. So this try will take it to 17-5 with conversion to follow. Conversion from Tommy Morrissey here. Again, left-footed kicker. Tough kick. And not quite enough leg again, but as I said, tough kick, but 17-5 after about 15 minutes of play here. Working the camera today, we have Gordon Keane. Gordon is a member of this Colt team. Unfortunately, he is just still dealing with an ankle injury, and he will be back hopefully very soon. Good athletic kid himself. Well, taken off the restart by Emilio Sanchez. That is so important. Ball cleared by Owen Plater to Jordan Dixon. Again, ball tucked in one hand. He needs to free that ball, but he did get the offload over the top there out at the back door by Tommy Morrissey to Sayed Tanaka Campbell, who is quick. Going down, he's inside that 15-meter channel and set up a nice platform there. Boys driving over the top. Owen Plater clears it to Morrissey. A dummy, and played it deep to Jordan Dixon, again, who's playing on his outside, who's taking the ball up hard. Support is there this time, but it looks like Ope may have held him up in the tackle. Jordan, they've got the ball going forward, though, here. Ball is worked free to Bryn Samuel, who's taking it up. Maintaining possession here. The forwards have to get over. Owen Plater's got the ball, and he's moved it off to his right to the halfback. Nice step there by Matt Strelitz, another one of our hockey boys who's a tough kid. Driving the ball up, and the support player, the defender is over the top there. Quick tap and go by Oak Bay. Again, they want to. That's a great tackle there. Fantastic tackle by Jordan Dixon. However, the defensive line was called to be knocked back 10 from the original tap and go. There's a few mistakes being made by both sides here, but again, it's nice, exciting rugby, schoolboy rugby, under 16 rugby. Mistakes are to be expected, and the main thing is these guys keep the attitude right and the effort high. That's how you learn, and that's how you grow as a rugby player. It's going to be an Oak Bay lineout here as they cleared for touch off the penalty kick, and see what they can do here. It looks like they're going to go with a 5-man lineout with a 3-2 split, and they have forward runners off the outside half there. So they've played it to 10, who's going to hit those outside runners, who's shifted it wide, but the ball spilt there. Ooh. The referee has deemed that the Shawnigan backline was up a little bit too quick and offside. A bit unfortunate there. Ball was off the top, so I don't know about that one. But anyhow, quick tap by the number 8 from Oak Bay, who's a strong runner. 2 big fens. And he is down the try line there, and he is he's in touch. Unfortunate for him, but a strong, big ball carrier there. And the Shawnigan defense will have to be wary of that young man. They'll need to come forward. You don't want to let a big guy like that get a head of steam up on you. Shawnigan looking to go quick in the line out here. And they've thrown short. And it looks like the ball was stolen. The Oak Bay jumper got in front of him there. The throw looked to be a little bit low. Ball's moved out here to the wide side of the field here for Oak Bay. And they attempted to switch the ball back inside, but the ball was dropped. No lock on, though. They maintained possession, a little pick and go. The man is isolated, but the Shawnigan defense was a little bit too slow to react. Tackle, they need to get over there. We go. Oh, he was cleared out there, but a good attempted steal by the Shawnigan tackler there. Oak Bay maintaining possession here, and well defended. This time, sloppy play there by the best of intentions by the Shawnigan fly half, who had wanted to quick tap and go. He saw that the defense was unorganized. Just a little bit of just, you know, getting a little too far ahead of himself, not making sure that he got the tap right. But good idea. Good idea. Well done. That was the last penalty was won by the flanker, Bryn Samuel, who was over top of the ball to get his hands on it. So good knowledge of what to do at the breakdown there. Looks like Oak Bay have their backline stacked here in the narrow channel here, with one back left out wide. Penalty given at the set scrum. That I'm not sure what his call is there, the referee, but the Shawnigan forward. Quick tap by that same man, Tommy Morrissey. And there's Emilio Sanchez. Watch this kid go. He is going to step. Oh, I would not have bet on him being caught from behind, but well done. That Oak Bay defender is off his feet. Yeah, well spotted by the referee. We'll see if they go quick again here. Owen Plater's trying to get his hands on the ball. And they've slowed it down a little bit here. And they're going to play off to the right here. Ball given to Ryan Smith, who's trucked it up pretty hard there from number 12. Tommy clearing the ball himself to Matt Strelitz. Big, strong kid off the loose head prop, and he's going to find himself in for another try. Well done, Matthew Strelitz. And that would take the score to 22-5. Well-deserved try there by Matt Strelitz, running hard and playing off of the breakdown there. You know, again, younger players learning here, but, you know, they went with a tap penalty run there. However, you know, they did allow the Oak Bay defense to organize. If that's the option and they're trying to, you know, keep the pressure on the Oak Bay defense, they would have been better served if that ball was tapped and moved quickly, not allowing the defensive line to set. Having said that, they had a strong hit up from Ryan Smith. The ball was won at the breakdown. Good clear out by the forwards. And then the ball was shifted again to the right-hand side down this 15-meter channel near side. And Matt Strelitz scored a nice try. Tommy Morrissey with conversion to follow here. See which club he's brought out here. That's a little bit better nudge. He had the weight on that one, but he was just a little bit wide to the left of the upright. Score remains 22-5, and we are about 22 minutes into the game. Oak Bay to restart here. They're going to kick to the left this time. They kicked to the right last time. Ball's kicked deeper there. Well taken by Matt Strelitz, the try scorer. He looks to be held up, though, by the Oak Bay defender. He needs to get himself to the ground here. He's got himself to the ground. His knees are on the ground. The tackler must release him. Ball shifted off to Jordan Dixon, who's the first receiver there, as a tight head prop. And he is trucking it up pretty hard. Tackle made there. Quick ruck ball. Moved to the same direction here, and they have a 3-on-1 if they move the ball. Ball in St. Tanaka Campbell's hands. He's making a great break. Oh, he's got to move that ball. Ball is maintained, though. Good pickup by Jackson Wilson, who's driven it forward here. Owen Plater. Got a full lineup of backs and forwards here in the wide side of the field here. Ball shifted there. Dylan Tigerson, who's trucked it up. We need quick rock again. There we go. Owen Plater shifted again one more time. And the C is looking to part. Can he offload that ball? Well done. Great support play. Oh! Unfortunate call. It was looking like Bryn Samuels was going to go underneath the sticks there. Forward pass called. Bryn's mother's just arrived in time to watch that play, so he would have got himself an extra ice cream cone probably later this weekend if he had been able to score under the sticks there in front of Mom. No such luck. No ice cream tonight for Bryn. We'll see maybe he can still get one. Midfield scrum here for Oak Bay inside their 22. They've got their backs aligned to the right-hand side of the field here. We'll see what they do. Oh, ball stolen. Picked there by Emilio Sanchez. They've got a 3-on-1. Move the ball. Well done. Ball shifted to Jackson Wilson, who scores the easiest of tries, taking the score to 27-5 for Shawnigan. Well done by the Shawnigan forward pack there at the set scrum. I'm not sure if the ball was just hooked there in the put-in or whether they were actually just snapped off the ball at the scrum, but that's very tough. It's basically impossible to defend there because the Oak Bay backline was aligned on the opposite side of the scrum. So when the ball was stolen there, the Shawnigan number 8 picked and ran to the right where there was very little, just one defender, the winger, on this side, and they had Shawnigan had the number 8, the halfback, the fullback, and the winger, allowing for an easy walk-in try. Good recognition of the space by the Shawnigan attackers on the turnover play. Turnover is the best time to attack. Defense is aligned with a bit of depth and out of position, and there's lots of space if you can move the ball into that space. There we go. There's a nice kick by Tommy Morrissey to take the score up. Another 2 points, taking us to we were at 27-29. We should be at 29-5 now. The sun is coming out here in Shawnigan, and it's getting warm, and I think that water will be needed by everybody soon. Well taken by Jordan on the restart there. Shifted the ball to Tommy Morrissey. Moving the ball out. The ball's moving to the wide side of the field. And into space here to the fullback. Owen Wheatley. Oh, he's got to back himself there. He had the ball in a bit of space and could have moved the ball into the winger's hands. However, they've maintained possession here. The ball's coming back the opposite direction. And there's big Matt Strelitz again with another rumble. Look at him go. Just brushing aside defenders. Ball back inside. Outstanding support play to the number 8, Emilio Sanchez, who a bit of a showboat try. He'd be getting a bit of a talking to from the old First 15 coach, Mr. Murdy, if he did that in one of those games. Bit of an unnecessary dive by Emilio. Taking the scoreline to 34-5 for Shawnigan. That was an outstanding rugby try. Great break, great strength and power by Matt Strelitz as he got around his outside defender. And then he recognized that he wasn't going to beat the winger on the outside. However, on his inside shoulder, like every good back row player will run that line, was Emilio Sanchez. And the ball was played back inside to the number 8 who was there, who scored right underneath the stick. So excellent team try. This should be an easier convert for Tommy, right in front of the uprights here. But you can never just take for granted. You must go through the same process, same sort of visualization, and good nudge. There we go. I should take it to 36-5 for Shawnigan. You know, sometimes young kickers will make the mistake when they have a kick like that where they let off a bit and they don't strike the ball the same, and sometimes as a result they don't get the kick that they were hoping for just because they have just assumed that it's going to be an easy kick. You still have to execute the skill and drive it through the uprights. Kicking to the left here again, the Oak Bay forwards, and ball's unfortunately knocked on but cleaned up, and a penalty. Ball was knocked forward there. So the man who played it was standing in offside position. Quick tap by the number 2, playing down the left-hand side here, who's offloaded to the lock. He's isolated, but they managed to maintain possession here. Tackle made by Rowan Zinkin. Now he's calling a high tackle here. It looks like he's going to have a word with him about the high tackle. I think that could be a little bit excessive. It wasn't that hard. It wasn't that high. Certainly it wasn't dangerous. But, you know, again, it is under 16 rugby, and safety is a very important part of the experience here for the boys. Referee just ensuring that everybody knows, get the tackles down, and let's have a good, clean game. That's good refereeing. Have a word with the boys, calm them down, let them play. It is a physical sport, but there are still laws to the game. Looks like they're going to tap and go. Quick offload and try. Well done, Oak Bay. Good response. Takes them up to 10 points. And that'll probably be right near the halfway mark. But, credit to Oak Bay for making the most of that opportunity there to get across the try line to stay in this game. And also, a good sort of momentum try going into the halftime. A little bit of a regathering of the boys by the captain, Tommy Morrissey, right now. Just probably, hopefully, reminding them to calm down and stick to their game plan and keep working hard. It is not a complicated game. You need to work hard, especially the forwards. Right-footed kicker here, number 12, and he's pulled her left again. And that will be halftime with the score 36-10 in favor of Shawnigan. No, he missed that kick. Oh, hold on. Did he make the first kick? No, he didn't. 36-10. 36-10 at the half. We're going to shut her down here for the halftime, and we'll be back in about 7 or 8 minutes. it'd be good. Yeah. I got another commentator here. Just a second. I'm doing a live stream for Rugby here. Are we on?
I'll keep in touch.
Okay, we're back on live here, and we have another commentator to join us for the second half here. I'm pleased to introduce Mr. Jeff Williams, who is the First 15 head coach here at Shawnigan Lake School, as well as the head coach of the Rugby Canada Under-20 men's team that have a camp coming up this weekend.
Yeah, that's right. Thank you for having me. And just finished watching the first half of the Colts game against Oak Bay, and it's great rugby. Great day for it.
What are your thoughts, Jeff, on the, first of all, let's start with the Shawnigan performance in the first half.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. They obviously like to tap and go and throw the ball around, which is obviously attractive rugby for all the fans here watching. Yeah, there's some excellent players, a lot of speed on the team. So I think Oak Bay had a bit of a difficult time with some of the speed, but they did counter late in that half and scored a nice try. And they seem like they're ready for it right now in the second half.
Great. And you've got an upcoming camp here with the under-20s. How's the preparations coming for the Junior World Trophy qualifications against the U.S.?
Yeah, it's coming along. We've had a few touching points with the guys already, so this will be obviously the last camp before we play the 2 tests against the States on June 4th and 8th. We had a camp in January, and then we've had a few touching points along the way. So the nice thing this year is that the boys coming in are the language is there. They have understanding. The standards are there. So it's been quite good, and so we're pretty excited to see the boys put all the things together. So yeah, no, but it's been good. We'll have about 35 players coming into camp, and obviously we have to pick 26. So there's quite a bit of competition, and yeah, I think it'll be good. The boys are up for it. They're excited.
That's fantastic news for Canadian rugby, and also obviously for yourself as a guy who's put a lot of time and effort into that group. But a great start to the second half there. Shawnigan showing some real good flair and athletic ability coming down the left-hand channel here. Unfortunately, a bit of a turnover here to Oak Bay, but just some great approach to playing the game.
Yeah, definitely. I think that was Sam running down the left-hand side, and he probably could have used a bit of footwork, but he chose to go the direct path, which a lot of the Southern Hemisphere players like to do. And then, unfortunately, after about another phase, it got knocked on.
Yeah. Oh. Hands in the ruck there. Oh, somebody.
A bit of back chat.
Yeah, a bit of back chat. I think that's one of our hockey boys thinking he's playing hockey where you can talk to the referee. Connor Keys, but he made up for it by making a nice tackle there, contesting at the breakdown of the Shawnigan forwards, but the ball is won and moved off to the right-hand side to the Oak Bay prop who's trucked it up.
That's some good phases by Oak Bay right now. That's a good scrum half. Pick and go. The ball's out. Oh, there we go. Anyone can play 9, as that prop did.
Good on Oak Bay here. They're right into the battle here, which is fantastic. Good tackle by Emilio Sanchez, one of the more athletic kids the school has seen in recent years.
There we go.
Got a few changes here in the lineup here for the second half. We've got young Henry Gottschalk playing at halfback, come on for Owen Plater there. And it's nice to see him out there getting a run. His parents have come over to watch the game.
Yeah.
As well as Randy Hewart. Whoa! Who's come here to watch his son, who was right there, Sam Hewart.
And I think
who came in very high.
Yeah, I think Randy's going to have a chat with him in the in goal, because he's going to
get a 10-minute rest here.
He's going to have a bit of he's going to go to the penalty box for sure.
High and reckless,
and
let's hope it's only yellow.
Nice to see Henry out there, because his
red card.
Whoa, here we go. That's
that is you know, by the letter of the law, they're really strict nowadays with anything above the shoulders, and I guess with the whole concussion concern and paranoia, not necessarily paranoia, but I guess more information on it. That's probably the way to go. Being very strict with all those high hits.
Yeah, you've got to be really careful. So Sam will come back and Mr. Monroe will have a little chat with him, and he'll get to see the video and see that tackle again, and I'm sure hopefully it won't happen again for him. But I was going to say it's nice to see Henry out there because his brother played for the first 15. Was that 3 years ago, I guess?
Yep.
And so kind of a bit of a nice legacy, and it's hopefully he continues to work hard, and I know he has aspirations to play on the first 15 as well. So.
And he's a great kid. And it's actually
Awesome.
the third Gottschalk boy to play in the rugby program here.
Yeah.
It's
So his parents will be delighted when he graduates because they'll probably get to go on vacation. So there we go. Nice
taken by the Oak Bay winger, but this kid can go. Owen Wheatley,
Wheatley.
this is going to be his third try of the game.
Yeah.
He is unbelievably athletic. Did you see his try with the spinorama move?
That was very nice. I was going to say it reminded me of when you used to play, but that would be wouldn't be telling the truth there.
No, that would be the furthest thing from the truth. I don't think I would probably fall over.
Well, yeah, or spin out of bounds, but he's very athletic and he's a good player. So
yeah, it's nice to see that he's one of the hockey boys. There's a number of kids on this team that also play hockey at a high level, so that's great to see them have their commitment to the school's athletic program and be involved in another sport and doing so well.
Yeah, no, for sure. It's great to see, actually. And there's quite a few of them out there, so it's nice.
Yeah.
So there you go. Sam just went over and had a chat with his dad, and so now he's back on the bench. So.
Well, as I was saying in the first half, Jeff, it is under 16 rugby, and there are a lot of mistakes, and they're expected to be a lot of mistakes.
Yep.
That's the age group.
Yeah.
That's how they learn and grow as rugby players. And
that's right. You just keep encouraging them to play, and I know Andrew and Wes love the sort of jouet of rugby, so just let them play, and with that you are going to get some mistakes and some errors, but that's all part of learning. So it's I think it's the right way to coach rugby, actually.
So Jeff, you've got a big game coming up next week against the same school, Oak Bay, for the Island AAA final. How are preparations looking for that group? Pretty
good, actually. We've this last week we've done a lot of fitness, prepare us for the Oak Bay game. We've kind of focused this week more of, like I said, a bit of a fitness week. Then the boys are going to come back from the break a little bit early. On the Monday, they'll do some more fitness, and then we'll get into more sort of the concepts of how we like to play the game, a bit of transition work, defensive work, which we've really held, put our hat up there, hung our hat on our defensive play. So, yeah, it's the preparation has been going well, and the boys have really bought in, and so we're pretty excited. Oak Bay are a good team, obviously defending champions, so it's a tough task, but the boys I think they're going to be up for it. And it should be a good clash. It's going to be on the 23rd, which is a Thursday at 4 o'clock down at Wallace Field. And I know there's a few other games down there just beforehand. So it should be a fun day.
Yeah, hopefully we can get a good showing of some of our alumni maybe down there supporting the boys.
Yep.
You mentioned it, but it's such an important part of the game and often neglected. Just simple conditioning.
Yeah.
It's just such a big part of the sport.
Well, it is, and it's really one of the only things you can really control. You can't control the guys that come to your program and the size and speed and all those things. But I remember in the Sevens days, Sir Gordon Titchens used to say, I can make them the fittest team, and Doug Tate as a coach had the same philosophy. So, fitness, you just have to be the fittest team, and then from there, you hope by being fit you don't make the same mistakes as a team that's not fit. So your ceiling's higher. So that's kind of the philosophy, and I guess
I think also by instilling that in the guys, it also just creates a competitiveness inside them as well, which also just aids to that whole fight factor in the game.
Yeah, no, definitely.
If you're fitter, you're more likely to come forward and pressure the opposition consistently. And
there's discipline involved. There's, like you said, commitment, all those things that go hand in hand with working hard and being fit. It's not easy. It's it's making yourself feel uncomfortable, putting yourself in those uncomfortable positions, and then hopefully in the game you can do the same thing with the opposition by raising the tempo and all those things. So there's definitely a pain threshold that you need to go through, and then you can, conversely, when you start to play the game, you can do the same thing to the opposition, which is nice.
Yeah, couldn't agree more. People are often looking for the secrets, and there's no real secret.
No, well, you just, I know people don't like to hear it, but, you go watch the All Blacks and, Wales. I mean, Wales especially, their whole, if you've ever watched a Wales training session, their whole thing is about fitness. Everything is centered around fitness. They feel that if you're the fittest team, again, you can make your decisions in the right manner. So that's there's no secrets there.
The referee giving both captains a bit of a talking to here at the breakdown, as both teams are a little bit guilty at they're trying to compete at the tackle area, but they're coming forward and just putting their hands on the ground, supporting their body weight with their hands rather than putting their hands on the ball, trying to free the ball. And there is a tactic there involved, trying to get your hands past the ball, but then you just can't support yourself there. You need to quickly move them, almost like you're scooping up clams or something.
Yeah, it would be good even to see the boys just go past the ball. Just drive past it, don't worry about it. But it's hard. I mean, everybody wants their hands on the ball, so it's one of those things. It is quite tough. But Oak Bay's now put it in the corner, and they're going to have a line out. Probably going to look to drive this over.
And we have Kevin Cherry coming on.
Oh, there we go.
Who's coming on. Again, one of the younger boys. He's a grade 9 boy playing Colt A rugby, which is fantastic for him. Mm-hmm. Coming off is Sayed Tanaka Campbell. Another one of the hockey boys who's an incredibly athletic kid and well-rounded kid, great student, and we heard him singing in chapel this morning, so it's kind of cool to see. Yeah.
No, it is very cool. They break off here.
And this man has kind of isolated himself a bit here, but Oak Bay may have gotten over him. Shawnigan contesting hard at the breakdown. See what the referee calls here. I think he's going to call Oak Bay going forward at the tackle and have a set scrum with Oak Bay's put in. Well, if you can get a good quick ball off the scrum here, this is a tough thing to stop. Mm-hmm. Because defense is back 5 meters and the try line is only 5 meters. So you really got to fire forward fast here on defense.
Yeah, this is fly half's worst nightmare coming up here.
But this is where this is where your back row players earn their money. So right. 7's got to come. There you go. A little bit slow. Too slow. But he made the tackle. Connor Keys, well done.
There you go. And
a steal. Well done.
Steal.
Great defense. Great defense. Yeah. And quick tap and looking to turn that transition play into a scoring opportunity when the defense is not organized. Good hands by Craig Mitchell-Herman, but he should have held on to that ball. 3-on-1 on the outside. Kicked away possession. Again, under 16 boys will make those kind of mistakes.
Good job. Go for the ball, Cherry.
Kevin Cherry fighting hard at the breakdown and making the tackle. Well done, Kevin. Again, he's in grade 9. Fantastic to see. Well, quick tap.
Oh. Now,
the hooker has done this several times today, and a nice little pop-up. And here they go, the number 9 sniping around the corner there, looking for some gaps in the A and B channels.
I think Oak Bay did a pretty good job of speeding up the ruck. The ball's not there very long, and they're moving it quickly, and with either the offload from the ground or in the air, and which is kind of nice to see. Their speed of ball is quite quick, and it's been
successful. Shawnigan boy down here. Tommy Morrissey, hopefully he's fine. The captain, it's going to take more than that to get him off the field. I think he's letting the opposition know he knows exactly who might have given him a bit of a unnecessary shot. That's a bit of old school right there, Mr. Williams.
Yeah, and it is. And he definitely let the, I think it was the other prop know that he knows. I'm not sure maybe he could sidestep him, but, when you're a prop and you get the opportunity, I guess, to let the number 10
You don't get too worried. You're not much of a rugby player if you're a tight head prop and the fly half points at you and warns you.
No.
However, he's got some big boys in front of him who should be able to do the job.
Yeah, Saywan's in there. So there we go.
I heard a great rugby story the other day where it was a very hard physical match between France and England, and there was some vicious rucking going on back in the days when you could ruck with your boots. And the referee blew it up finally, and there was an English lockdown on the ground. Wade Dooley, who was a policeman, pointed at the referee and then pointed at the man who had been rucking him and said to the referee, "Do not send that man off." Owen Wheatley showing his athletic ability again, and a nice tackle.
See, there we go.
Great support play by Gottschalk, though, and a nice little pop-up. Oh, unfortunate.
So that's tough play when you start to do that. When you speed those rucks up, so by hitting the ground and popping it, it doesn't give much time for the defense to get set. And so that's what Shawnigan's been successful at. And, just a bit of a knock-on there in the end. But
bit of a knock-on, but in the right place.
Totally.
Craig Mitchell-Herman in the right place. So that's good rugby. Just a little bit unfortunate there.
Yeah.
Looks like we have a few more boys warming up here on the touchline.
There we go.
We have Flynn Rourke and Ryan Smith and BK Ben Kim getting themselves ready to go, it looks like here. Ben again and Finn. I guess it's just Ben is a grade 9 boy. He's a very talented fly half on the grade 9s.
Yeah, and a hockey kid. Really good hockey player.
Jackson Wilson to the ball, back inside to Tommy Morrissey, who's using some footwork there and skill. Look at that footwork. He's going to beat another man, and he needs to offload it. A great offload there to the support runner, Craig Mitchell-Herman, who makes the most of that one. Fantastic try. Another 5 points for Shawnigan. That takes the scoreline to 48-10
now
with conversion to follow.
There we go. So Tom made his point, and he's gone over in the prop, and now they're having a hug. You don't see that very often. But
that's good sportsmanship, though.
It's very good. So it's nice. Oh, a few other guys having a bit of chit-chat.
Emilio giving him a handshake, too.
Well, Emilio, he likes the hugs.
Yeah.
So it's
you
good.
see Emilio hugging the girls in the hallway every now and then.
Yeah. Yeah.
But well done. That's great sportsmanship. That's nice to see young players keeping it all in perspective. It is a sport. Great support play there by Craig Mitchell-Herman, getting the just rewards, working hard on the inside of the ball there.
Yeah, he's been there quite a few times, and so he got rewarded this time, which is nice.
See what Tommy can do here with the conversion. He's brought it out of a little fair distance for a kick that's that close. Some might say that's a bit unnecessary, but we'll see what he can do.
He's confident.
And
there we go.
He's knocked it through, taking it up to an even 50 points. 50 points to 10. And there's plenty of the reserves on right now, which is great. Fantastic by the Shawnigan staff to work on some of these guys.
Good depth.
50-10. Flynn Rourke getting on here for Matt Striltz. Matt had a great game.
A very good game.
Big, strong boy who scored a try and set up a try.
Finn's mom will be happy.
This
will be interesting.
Boy. Yeah.
Finn enjoys his rugby, so this will be good for him.
Yeah, fantastic. Nice kid, new to the school. Kicking to the left here off the restart. Way too deep. Can't really do anything with that. Kick it to the best player in the field, who kicks it 50, 60 meters down the field himself. And they're onside. Emilio and Jackson Wilson. And what are they going to do here? This man is isolated. Oh, you got to make that tackle. Oh, Jackson makes a tackle. Well done. Ball is picked and gone here.
There you go, Cherry. Ooh, bit of a straight arm.
Good fend there by the winger here, or the halfback, sorry.
Yeah, he's been good,
He's
actually.
good.
He's very good.
But Kevin Cherry making up for it and making the tackle after he was stepped initially. So well done. Well done, Kevin. And some contest at the break down here, number 7. Pick and go.
Nice little burst of speed.
Yeah.
Good offload.
And
excellent.
They've got space and numbers on the outside here if they can move the ball.
Move the ball. Good job. Jackson's tracking. There you go.
This guy's got some pace himself, and he looks like he's going to walk it in.
Yeah, he's a bit of a gazelle. Okay.
There's a try for Oak Bay. Well played by Oak Bay. Good response. Nice try.
Yeah.
Taking the score to 50-15. And
play where they're not. Couple good passes.
Heads up rugby, as they like to say.
Yeah.
That's with this age group, one of the harder things to get them to do is to recognize the space, communicate the space, and then attack the space.
That's right. It is. It's hard at all levels, I think.
Yeah, easier said than done.
Yeah,
it's always much easier from the sideline, and even easier as a coach, but even easier as a broadcaster, where you actually have no responsibilities.
Yeah. I can see, is that Ian Brown down there? Brown, he's talking to the coaches. That's how you get on.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll hope Ian gets on. We're not too sure what happened with the cameraman, though. Ian's father is one of our cameramen, so the camera may only follow Ian for the next 20 minutes. Oh no, Dad's shaking his head. No.
This is how you get on. You just follow the coaches around.
Whoa, that was a great effort by the Oak Bay kicker. Didn't make it, but that was a far out wide kick.
He's looking up. Yeah. Thumbs up. He's going to get in pretty soon, I think.
Oh, did he look up?
He wasn't sure. He's
the thumbs up to Dad.
Now he's got his eyes locked on the coaches, and he's making them sweat a little
bit.
Young
player. You got to use those.
Oh, yeah, he's grade 8, so this is a big jump for him, but he's more than capable. He's going to be a really good player.
And this boy coming off the field, Dylan Thigeson, is also a grade 8.
Yeah.
Not exactly built like a grade 8.
No, he seems to be first at the dinner table in his household.
He has got a good set of pegs on him.
Yeah, he's.
See what we can do with Tommy off the restart here. Might want to get him off fairly soon. First game back since injury. Kicking a little bit into no man's land, but that should be contested a little better than that. Good hands by the Oak Bay runner.
There you go.
You notice a lot of times the tackling at this level, there's a lot of kind of reaching and grabbing first with their hands. They still don't quite have the confidence to use their shoulders.
Not yet, no.
Oh.
Sounds like
a bit of a knock on, I think, by from an earlier possession. And it's going to be a set scrum for Oak Bay. And here we go. Ian Brown getting on. Well done.
Yeah. Looks like he's got an old school jersey on,
yeah, too. And coming off Emilio Sanchez, who's a bit of a warrior, got that knee strapped up and certainly puts his body on the line every play.
Yeah.
Ian at the back of the scrum.
Back of the scrum.
Looking like Ian Paxton of the Calcutta Cup winning Scottish side of 1984.
Yeah, it might be difficult in the communication department here. Because if he starts to talk and get excited, it's going to be tough to understand what he's talking about.
Well done by Henry Gottschalk to make a bootlace tackle there. Need somebody on the short side of the ruck here. There we go. Well defended.
Ian Brown right away, right in the middle of it.
Oh, good footwork by the number 7. Oh, he's got throwing it over the top. The old Hail Mary.
Jackson's got him.
Jackson has tracked over and made the tackle. Well done. See what Oak Bay can do from this slow possession, though. And ball was contested at the breakdown, and Oak Bay support players are penalized for being off their feet at the breakdown, just trying to seal off the ball.
Yeah, well, and there you go. There's Ian Brown. 3 rucks. He's been in the bottom of all of them. So that's the involvement you want to see.
Tommy Morrissey with a step, but let's move the ball here, Tommy.
Yeah, there we go.
Good offload to Ian Brown. There's that man right there.
Dad's happy.
First man in support.
Yeah.
Henry Gottschalk shifts it.
Move it.
Ben Kim, he's a great little player here. He's moved it out to Owen Wheatley. Kevin Cherry down the left-hand channel here to see what he can do. Oh, and lovely step off the left foot.
He set him up kind of nicely.
And he is going to score underneath the sticks. And what a nice try with his father here all the way from Hong Kong to support his boy.
He set that fullback up pretty
That
nicely.
Was a fantastic try for Kevin Cherry. And what a nice try.
Yeah, no,
good,
it was nice.
Good athletic ability. Nice step off the left foot. Score right underneath the post. And I'm sure with Dad here.
Yeah.
It could be a trip to Dairy Queen.
Oh, yeah. White spot, something like that, for sure.
Yes. Conversion to follow. Tommy Morrissey right just to the left of the sticks here. He's a left-footed kicker, so it's not too difficult of a kick, but we will see. Under 16 rugby, you can never count on anything.
No.
I'm not sure they were listening in the pregame there, but we will say another shout out to the man who just made that conversion, Tommy Morrissey's grandparents, who are watching this stream in Wales right now as we speak.
Nice.
So Tommy hits the conversion to take us up another 2 points to 57-15. And Tommy is coming off.
Yeah.
And
he's earned his paycheck today.
He's played very well. He's a little tired. It's his first game in a long time, but he did very well. Well taken by the number 6, taking that ball off the restart.
Yeah.
Offload back inside
athletic.
To the lock.
And
Back to the number 6 who's on the ground. The number 9 is moving the ball back here.
Move it. There we go. Ooh. Don't.
Jackson's got to go for that ball and use your abilities. Step on the gas, boy.
There we go. Now he can start
Big fend.
Use his power a bit.
Yeah. Support play there.
There we go.
And it looks like Oak Bay have held the ball carrier up here. It's going to be probably blowing up pretty soon here. No? Referee let that go an awful long time.
He did, and then, the Oak Bay coaches...
Oak Bay coaches are not too happy that wasn't called, and there's a step by Owen Wheatley who's going to score again on the outside.
Yeah, there's a definite mismatch on that side.
He has got some good pace, and... another try, another 5 points. That'll take us to 62-15 here. See, we'll take the conversion. It looks like Kevin Cherry's going to have a little crack at it.
Step up. He wants
to have a kick. But unfortunately, it's always easy to second guess the referees as well.
Mm-hmm.
But I'd probably agree with the Oak Bay coaches on that one. That should have been called a collapsed maul or a held up. He waited an awfully long time.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's a good thing we're not in the NHL right now. I think the referees are under
a bit of scrutiny after the old hand pass last night with the San Jose Sharks, who had an incredible comeback.
Yeah.
Kevin Cherry got underneath it with a wedge there and knocked it through for another 2 points.
Yeah.
I think he's got to pull a different club out next time.
Jogging back like he's done that 1,000 times.
Yeah. That'll take us to 69, I believe. 62. Oh, sorry. Plus
Oak
2.
Bay
64.
They're right in it. They want
going
to speed
quick.
up the game here.
They're going quick. Kevin Cherry, the big step again. This kid is making the most of this opportunity of playing with the Colt A's. Held up, though. That's well defended by Oak Bay. That referee has got to blow that up.
Yeah, let's see if the referee listens to the Oak Bay coaches, which are right.
Yeah, they are right. And, the other issue here is a safety thing.
Yeah.
That's where a kid can get hurt if they don't blow that up. But the ball is won. It comes back on Shawnigan's side there and trucked up by Dayton Craig.
And Rowan
Zinkin, who's had another strong game.
Yeah,
probably this kid is 3 miles offside.
Yeah.
But we have their show and go there by Ben Kim.
Rowan's
who's moved the ball to Owen Wheatley, who's weaving, who's going to score about his 5th try of the game here.
Yeah. Rowan's sporting his new haircut, too. It's very similar to the poodle look.
Yeah, well, there's a few of these younger boys that have gone for the old French poodle look, where they're getting a bit of the perm on top and the short on the sides. And
I guess if I could do it, I would, but those
you know
days
what the
are
referee's
long
called here, actually? He has not awarded the try. He's called an obstruction for Owen running behind his own support player who got caught in front of him.
Good call.
Well, I would say, given the scoreline, it's a good call.
Yeah.
I don't know that it's an accurate call, but
I'm not sure if the referee was right up there on play. Owen's quite fast, but
I'm not sure the defender would have had a chance. I mean, those types of obstruction calls, the defender actually has to have a legit opportunity to make the tackle, or it's not supposed to be called.
Good line out.
Good line out,
Ooh.
quick ball.
Quick
Play
ball.
on, off the
There we
top. And here we go.
There, little sidestep from a 7.
Yeah, and a nice little offload back inside.
There we go.
This kid is quick, and he's used to fend.
And he's done this a couple times on this side. And BK's
look at Ben Kim work hard there. And
great
try. Great
awesome
try. Great try.
He's been a threat all game. Every time he gets the ball, the number 9 for Oak Bay has just been phenomenal.
Rowan Zinkin worked really hard there on the cross cover there to attempt to make the tackle there and injured himself a little bit in the process. But again, some great sportsmanship from the Oak Bay left winger who came over right away to give him a little pat in the back and make sure he was okay.
Mm-hmm. That 9 is a good player. You can build a program around guys like that for sure. He's got good vision.
So that's Oak Bay's 4th try, taking the scoreline to 64-20.
Coach is out there giving a bit of motivation. They're not packing up the suitcases right now. These guys want to keep fighting, so it's good. It's good to see.
Yeah, it's great. Great spirit.
I'm not even sure if they have a full complement of players out there. They've had a few injuries. I know they. Yeah. So they could actually. Oh,
look at that!
Way to come back.
Ball came back inside.
Great work.
And that's full time.
That's the game.
That takes the full time final score, 62-22. Jeff, quickly before we go off, who's your man of the match for the Oak Bay team? Let's start there.
Oh, he's got to be the 9. He was very, very good. He made a lot of things happen. So I would definitely say it was him. Yeah, he's a good player.
Dangerous every time. Now, how about the Shawnigan boys?
Well, there's lots of guys, obviously Owen Wheatley, but I would give maybe Owen Wheatley. I mean, he finished off some fabulous tries. Obviously, I'm a little partial to the backs, so I don't really see where the hard work's being and who wins the ball, which is definitely wasn't Owen Wheatley, but he finished it off, and that's why he is in a position that he plays, because he can do those things. So I would say Owen Wheatley right now.
Sure, hard to deny a young man who scores 4 tries.
Yeah,
no question. I think there's some, as you mentioned, some pretty solid performances put in by a number of other players. I think Matt Strelitz
played great. Jordan Dixon was very, both those guys are hard men to bring down. And
prominent on the game.
Emilio had some good tackles, and and so it was actually a very good team performance.
Okay, well, thank you, Mr. Williams.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys
over
later.
and out.